Hello there and good morning. We always knew that the establishment would do its utmost to destroy Brexit. But the grand show the Remainers have put on over the last few days has been breathtaking in its anti-UK arrogance. And the most important thing to take away from this is that as long as it does not directly affect their own seat, those politicians care not how the electorate votes anymore, let alone care how voters think or what they want. The long and short of it is they've either decided or been forced to engage in a short, sharp shock treatment of stopping Brexit. Now, the preferred path for the establishment is one of incremental steps that people hardly notice, if at all. This way, opposition can be eroded away slowly over a number of years. This may partly explain the delay in commencing the Article 50 process in the first place. Maybe they thought that Leavers could be worn down so they could have a late referendum and win a Remain outcome. But the Brexiteer resistance has been staunch and relentless, so we've ended up where drastic action had to be taken by an establishment keen on the enslavement of the UK by the EU. So now we are faced with having the Brexit plaster swiftly ripped off. And it culminated in the passing of the Cooper Act last night in the House of Lords, after a mere 3 sitting days of debate in both our houses of disrepute on this crucial constitutional matter and its immediate granting of royal assent, all to the glee of our oppressors and their useful idiots on both sides of the channel. You see, they know what's best for us, or they would have you believe they do. This new act has been named the European Union Withdrawal Act 2019. But in truth it should be called the EU Remain Act 2019, as that is exactly what its supporters want. The Cooper Act is now the law of the land, and already its presence is being felt. The government has been forced to lay a motion before MPs to use the new act to legitimise Theresa May going to Brussels tomorrow to ask for an extension to the Article 50 process. The motion laid by the Prime Minister asks Parliament to order her to negotiate with the EU for an extension to the 30th of June 2019, to match with the date in the letter she sent to the EU Council President Donald Tusk last week. But the leader of the SNP in Westminster, Ian Blackford, has already laid an amendment to it, making it read that the PM should seek an extension for a period ending on a date no earlier than the 30th of June. And I reckon the House will go for that, because it is effectively an open-ended mandate and forces the UK to stay in the EU and hold EU MEP elections. Oh yes, that litmus test of whether or not we are actually leaving the EU or not, the participation in EU parliamentary elections, has been failed. The government has ordered that the elections take place on the 23rd of May. This means that we will be staying in the EU for a long period yet, probably the full 5 parliamentary years. And I say that because now the Cooper Remain Act is in place, MPs can happily vote Theresa May's deal down, knowing that she will have to ask for an extension far in excess of the 30th of June. And then once that one is in train, they can keep going until they force a second referendum, or more likely a complete Brexit reversal. After all, why risk those pesky voters throwing another spanner in the EU assimilation process? From this point on, if you are a true Brexiteer, why would you ever vote for the Tories or the Labour Party ever again? The red and blue parties have now shown their true form. They have displayed their pro-EU colours for all to see and are now motoring together down the path to dismantling the United Kingdom. With their actions, they are showing you what they are like. So believe them. You have but one serious choice now. Join, vote for and support the UK Independence Party. So please share and comment, and thank you for watching.